Mrs. Sen grows vegetables in 2/3 part of her garden. She plants tomatoes in 1/4 part of the vegetable garden. What fraction of the garden does she use to grow tomatoes? Let us read the question very minutely and step by step. So let us read the first line again. Mrs. Sen grows vegetables in 2/3 part of her garden. So this is Mrs. Sen's garden, and let us divide the garden into 3 equal parts. Why? Because the denominator is 3 for 2/3 and we know the denominator indicates the total number of parts. So for 3 we have divided the garden into 3 equal parts, and out of these 3 equal parts, 2 parts are used for growing vegetables. The third part can be used for growing flowers or other plants. We don't care about that. Ignore the third part. So I'm just removing it. So 2/3 part of the garden, that is this part, is used for vegetables. Now come to the second line. She plants tomatoes in 1/4 part of the vegetable garden. So this was our vegetable garden. The entire garden is not the vegetable garden. Only the 2/3 part is vegetable garden. And out of this vegetable garden, 1/4 part. So let us divide the vegetable garden into 4 equal parts. And out of the 4 parts, only 1 part is used to grow tomatoes. Now, your final question is, what fraction of the garden does she use to grow tomatoes? Okay, so here is our tomatoes, and according to the question, 1/4 of the 2/3 of the garden is used to grow tomatoes. Okay, so I already told you, whenever you see this word of in your question, it simply indicates that you have to multiply. So how to calculate this? Let us do the multiplication. Okay, 1/4 multiplied by 2/3. Here we have to cancel any numerator with any denominator. So we can see 2 and 4 both have common factor 2. 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 times 2 is 4. There is nothing other that we can cancel. So we will just multiply the numerator with the numerator. 1 multiplied by 1 gives us 1. And we will multiply the denominator with the denominator. 2 times 3 gives us 6. So we get an answer 1/6. So we can say she uses 1/6 fraction of the garden to grow tomatoes. Now let us visualize this. Alright, so this was our full garden, and we have kept the right side, we have ignored it because that was not the vegetable garden. Now the vegetable garden was divided into 4 equal parts, and one of them was used to grow tomatoes. But if we look at the full garden, let's just visualize the full garden, and every other parts we are removing, and we are dividing the entire garden into 6 equal parts. So see, tomatoes is there in one part out of those 6 parts. So we can say 1/6 is our final answer. Stay tuned to get more videos.